Hi, Sagittarius. I am here to do your reading for you. Now, I shuffled these cards ahead of time, but I wanted to go ahead and shuffle them in front of you. So let's get this started. Remember to only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? And also, if you're close to somebody, I could be picking up on their energies instead of yours. So let's see what the Spirit Animal Oracle would like to give to you during this time frame. One more. Beautiful. The Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. I think that's a beautiful card. All right. Now, let's take a Moonology and see what they would like to share. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more complete picture. Communication is key. So that means communication during this time is going to be very important. And Hummingbird Spirit, to be here now, means do not spend your time thinking about the past or anticipating the future. Try to be here in the moment, okay? So let's go ahead and get your overall energy. And if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Any or all of those will help the channel to grow, and I would really appreciate it. Okay? Thank you. Okay, let's see what your energy is. Balance. The Two of Earth. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities and or balancing the budget. Okay, so they're saying balance is very important here. That's your overall energy. Okay. Let's get some cards and see what we can find out. Okay, this says you are leaving somewhere that no longer serves you. You're going to a place that will serve you well. Okay, and this is the Five of Pentacles, which talks about you feeling like you're left out in the cold. It's kind of a lonely, desolate sort of feeling. I think the image does a great job of showing the emotional part of this. But this is also saying that even through all of this, you're not giving up. You're pushing forward. Okay? You're determined. So let's see what else comes up. Okay, this is saying that you know where you want to go. You're holding the world in your hand. Now, you are just in the process of trying to figure out how you're going to go from where you are to where you want to be. So I can see how this comes before this card. This will come before this. Probably it's this, then this, then this. You're pushing forward. You are determined. So you don't like where you are. So you reach the point of having the world in your hands and you know where you want to go. You figure it out. And so you're leaving where it no longer serves you, going to where it serves you very well. And not surprising, but happy to see, you have the Ace of Swords. So that's a new beginning, which is beautiful. And the Ace of Swords talks about you going through a process. It's like a breakthrough, a new way of thinking. Your mind is stretched by new ideas, and you're excited about putting those ideas into action, which is a beautiful energy. Okay? Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper and see if we can get some more information. Judgment. This talks about you going through a spiritual enlightenment and uprising. You're tuning into a higher frequency. Okay? And at the end here, when I'm done pulling these cards, we'll take a clarifying card for the Five of Pentacles. Oop, one just flew out. Let's see what we've got. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. So, what this is saying to me is you're having this new beginning. And if you are not a master of your new beginning, you will take on kind of a learning energy. So it'd be quite appropriate to take on a page energy, and it's the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is all about learning how to build resources and take care of what you have. Okay? Well, this just flipped out. It wanted to come out really bad. Okay, you have the Three of Wands there. And you see these little ships. This person is standing here waiting for their ships to come in. It's kind of a midpoint energy, or can be. And so you're standing here waiting. You've put something out there and you're waiting to see how it comes back to you, how it's returned. But this also says you're standing there waiting. Don't stand there and wait. Take action. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords, and that can have a few different meanings. It can mean trickery. It could also mean that you are using your wit to make decisions instead of, just taking the mainstream, typical way of going about something. You're thinking it through and being smart. Or it can also say that you've been doing too much for too many, and it's reached a point where it needs to stop. Okay? So let's talk about this for just a minute, and then we'll take a clarifying card or two. The Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. Don't dwell in the past or the future. Be here at the moment. Right here, right now. Okay? Over here it says communication is key. So communication is going to be very important in here somewhere. In your overall energy, the Two of Earth talks about working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life, which I'd say is kind of an important thing. Juggling multiple priorities, potentially balancing the budget. So I can see how that would apply. You need balance, okay? So to me, the problems kind of start here probably, where you're feeling alone, left out in the cold. But there's a couple of things with this. One, those pentacles are part of a stained glass window, which is part of like a cathedral, a church, something like that. And that's saying there is help here for you if you choose to take it. But also, like I already mentioned, you are very determined. You are pushing through this. You're not going to stay there and be vulnerable, okay? And so you have a new beginning. Probably because of this, you're stretching your mind and you're having a breakthrough, a new way of thinking, and you're excited about it, okay? So you're leaving wherever it is that you've been that has not been serving you, going to a place that will. And I would imagine it has something to do with balance or lack thereof. Working too hard is one possibility. It could be being in a relationship of any kind where it's unbalanced. But the key here on this is there has been a serious lack of balance, which is creating a new beginning. Okay? Not going to do it. You're fighting your way through it. You're leaving where it no longer serves you, going to a better place. You have your new beginning where it's a new way of thinking, a new way of being, which is wonderful. And then you're here thinking, okay, this is my new beginning. How do I get to where it is that I want to be? All right? And then down here, the judgment. You're having a spiritual awakening of sorts, which, you know, you can see that here. It's a new way of thinking for sure. It's where you're having a spiritual awakening and tuning into a higher frequency, one that is better for you. And you're taking on a page energy, the Page of Pentacles, which is learning how to build your resources and how to take care of what you have. And so it's potential. There is potential that maybe that was one of the problems before. It doesn't have to be. Maybe this is just something that you are learning, but it might very well be linked to the past, that's why you're learning this. And here, you've put something out there and you're waiting to see how it's received. It could be that and or that you're needing to take action. Don't just stand there and wait, for whatever it is to come to you. You take action and go forward. And this could be saying one of a couple of things that your new beginning, this falls right under your new beginning. And it could be that you are coming up with answers, solutions, using your wit, thinking things through and coming up with more of a novel way to reach the conclusion that you want instead of going the mainstream way. Okay? Or that the problem, or one of the problems from the past, is that you were doing too much for others and neglecting to take care of yourself. And you can only do that so long before you can't take care of others because you're not taking care of yourself. Okay? There is a reason why you have to put yourself first, and that's so you can be able to do what you need to do, and that includes helping others. Okay? So let's take a few cards and see what enlightenment we can get from this. So let's take a card for the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Seven of Wands, which is saying that you're at the top of the hill defending something. And you see all these wands down here? People are holding those wands, and they are trying to take it from you. they plan on taking away whatever it is that you are trying to protect. And that is a very uncomfortable energy. Who's going to want to stay there? Nobody, I wouldn't think. Okay, so you're pushing, whatever's going on, you're pushing forward. You're not going to be stopped. It's being clarified by a different yet similar energy. You are not going to be stopped. You are going to defend this thing. It doesn't say what it is. Okay? So let's take a card for your overall energy. Two of Earth. See if we can get some enlightenment there. Whoa. We had two cards that wanted to fly out. Okay? One is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is saying the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Temperance. And that is saying what you want in your life, in your external environment, is balance and harmony. So that's confirming the lack of balance to me. What you want is balance and harmony. And you should be able to have that, okay? So this desire of yours to have the balance and harmony is very strong. And it's bringing about the Wheel of Fortune, which is beautiful. That is where the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And you are taking that because you have your new beginning here, okay? So that's a new beginning of a fortunate kind. And here's a new beginning where you're changing your way of thinking and you're excited about going forward. So that is not saying what is causing the lack of balance, but it is saying that that is what you want. Balance. You're wanting what you're not getting there. But it's bringing about a fortunate new beginning. Okay, so let's take a card for the Seven of Swords and see if that will say something to clarify it, potentially. Okay, you had two cards jump out. This is conflict, all right? So, the clarification for this is an argument, a disagreement, one where you feel like you are in competition instead of collaboration with somebody. Okay? But also is total happiness and contentment with everybody you love. So let's see. Oh, and in case you would like to see this, at the bottom of the deck from clarifying that is the Ace of Swords one more time. So it's kind of like the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You're having this new beginning, which is a new way of thinking, and you're excited about it. Okay? So let's see here. Unbalanced. And what you want is balance and harmony. So it's also giving you the Wheel of Fortune, fortunate new beginning. Here, you're feeling alone, kind of desolate, hard energy to deal with. You have help if you choose to take it. You are pushing forward. You're not going to be stuck there. And that's clarified by the Seven of Wands, which is a very similar energy, that you are defending something. You're at the top of the hill and people are wanting to take it from you. And that would be a very lonely energy. Here, the Seven of Swords, which is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Okay, can you see this? Yeah, I'm going to sit down here for a minute. So remember me saying it could be one of a few things. one where you're using your wit to come up with answers. One is some sort of trickery, deception, lies, something like that. And one is where you're doing too much for others. So this isn't necessarily clarifying what it is, but I would say it's probably eliminating the using your wit to come up with an answer. Because this is a disagreement, an argument, where you don't feel like you're working together. You're more like in competition instead of working together. And it's saying, try to work it out. And if you can, wonderful. If you can't, walk away. So, this could either be some sort of trickery, lies, deception, something like that, or that you have been doing too much. And if you go by this up here, it would be definitely doing too much. Okay? So, that's probably what it is, but it could be trickery. And here, it's kind of one of these situations where, say if you are doing too much for others and you've been doing it for quite some time, people get to where they expect that. And if you stop, there is most likely going to be a confrontation of sorts. They're going to be like, why aren't you doing this? Right? Even though it is that you've been doing too much, people get used to that, right? And they come to expect it. Not everybody, but a lot of people will. And please don't get me wrong, doing things for others is wonderful. If everybody did that, it would be a beautiful world, all right? But remember me saying, you can only do so much for people without taking care of yourself before you get to the point that you can't do it anymore. Okay? So it's not clarifying which of the two, but it is one of those two. Either doing too much for others or some sort of deceit and trickery. And this also comes out on top of that, and it is the Ten of Cups. So to me, it could be one of two things. Very unhappy, you and your family. You're just very unhappy. That's also part of, the clarification. But because of this here, I see this more as being, okay, here's the clarification for the problem. You're changing it, which is going to result in total happiness and contentment with you and your family. You and the ones you love. Okay. Now let's get some cards from the universe. See what they would like to share. Okay. We have 3 cards. Here, I think is what this is saying. You want balance and harmony, right? There isn't balance. This energy is give and take. It's balanced energy. Okay? Here's the devil energy. And I think that is clarifying, like this part and the, down here. When I take cards from the universe, if there has been a challenge somewhere in the reading, not always, but oftentimes, the universe will give me a card that is, just confirming that part of the reading. And I think that's what this is. Whatever you have been doing has not been in your best interest. Matter of fact, it's detrimental. But you recognize it, obviously, because you're making a change. So don't stress over this, because this is going away. You're taking care of this and this. You're going to have your balance and harmony and a new fortunate beginning. Okay? And the last card is victory. So that's beautiful. You went off to battle, and you've come back victorious. So, in that respect, it really is a beautiful energy. beautiful reading. And in case you would like to see these, when those jumped out, the cards that were on either side of these 3 cards, the Star and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay? And what they mean, the 9 of Pentacles, is where you are very happy and content with your abundance. You're great. And the Star card is a wonderful card to get. There's a few things that go along with that. One is they say make a wish. You're supposed to make a wish on the star, so make a wish. The other is that the Star card is a good omen. Okay? And it's also saying that it's a powerful time for inspired action, channeled through your authentic self. Be open to possibility, and this is a big deal. Stay true to yourself, okay? Have faith and trust in the universe. And if you do that, you will share in its gifts and blessings. So it's a beautiful card. And it also says there's a potential for fame if that is something you're interested in. So, okay, try to put this in a nutshell. Be in the here and now, not the past, not the future. Communication is very important. So you're going to need to be able to communicate what's going on or what you're thinking or how you're going forward. Your overall energy is a lack of balance. You're working too hard or multiple jobs. There's something really out of balance. And we clarified that, and that came up with temperance, which means you want balance and harmony in your external environment. We also got the Wheel of Fortune, which means that it is turning in your favor. So you're going to have a fortunate new beginning. Okay? So that's the top there. Here, you had the 5 of Pentacles. And the image, says it all. You feel left out in the cold. But it's also saying help is here for you if you choose to take it. And it's also saying you are forging ahead. You are fighting your way through, which is a big deal. And this is somewhat of a similar energy, only different. It's saying you're at the top of the hill defending something. And there are people trying to take it from you, which is a terrible energy. And so here, yeah, I guess you've had enough. That's it. Done. You're going to a place that serves you well because where you are right now is not serving you at all. You have a new beginning, a breakthrough, a new way of thinking, which is wonderful, and you're excited about it. So this energy, you're trying to figure out how you're going to go from where you are to where you want to be. You have a spiritual awakening. You're tuning into a higher frequency, which is beautiful. And you're taking on a learning energy of how to build your resources and take care of what you have. And here, you're waiting for your ships to come in. And it's saying take action, don't just stand there. Here is part of the problem, okay? The 7 of Swords, probably doing too much for others without taking care of yourself. It's either that or trickery, some sort of deception or something. And it's clarified by an argument. But then, the 10 of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful, total contentment with you and everybody you love. And the universe is saying, this is balance in a sense. It's give and take energy. You want to give to others and others want to give to you. So you're changing out of that into this. This devil energy here is this and this. And you are getting rid of them. Okay? And you are going to be victorious. You've gone off to battle, coming back victorious. And there are people back there holding these wands. They're cheering you on. So it's a beautiful energy. And then when these cards jumped out, these were the cards on either side of it. The star energy, which is a powerful time, okay? Being your authentic self. And it's also a good omen. It's a beautiful card. And here, totally content and happy with all your abundance. So while there were challenges here and here, the result is extremely nice. You are giving up on this unbalanced life and taking on a beautiful life, fortunate life with abundance, total happiness, being able to be your authentic self, and victorious. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay, let's get a charm. And the universe is teasing me. we have a passenger jet. Okay. What could that be? What I'm thinking is they go very, very fast, right? So that is what it would be to me, is that it's going to be a fast-moving energy. You're not going to hang out here long. As soon as you see this, you're going to start taking action and get this done. But we'll take another one, just in case. This says, why not? This has never come out before. Yeah, there you go. Why not? Why not do this thing? Why not have this happy life? Okay. Thanks so much. Universe's sense of humor here. Have a great time. Much love. Bye.